Well, the Democrats have been accusing the Democrats of conspiring. I should say the Republicans have been accusing the Democrats of conspiring with Russia to rig the election with a flood of fake news online. But a brand new revelation shows that the Democrats had Twitter doing their dirty work, actually. Here to weigh in is Patricia Lee Onwuka. She is the Independent Women's Forum Senior Policy Analyst, and she joins us now with some more. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Sure.
So let's take a look right off the top. The tweets that Twitter hid, nearly 50% with the hashtag DNC leak and 25% of hashtag Podesta emails. So it looks pretty obvious that there was some shenanigans going on the part of Twitter.
You know, and it's interesting. At the time, Twitter denied that there was any wrongdoing. They claimed that they did not hide any tweets, but Twitter followers, they responded. They created enough backlash, and the very same hashtags that disappeared suddenly reappeared 20 minutes later. I mean, I think what this raises is an issue about tech companies and social media companies in general, whether they are really neutral platforms, as Senator Ted Cruz said yesterday, or whether they reflect the biases of some of the people who are in leadership and some of the people who work for them.
Yeah, and it was really remarkable. We can pull this up. This is what Twitter's general counsel had to say the first day of testimony. He said, "We found that slightly under 4% of tweets containing hashtag Podesta emails came from accounts with potential links to Russia. With respect to hashtag DNC leak, roughly 2% were from potentially Russian-linked accounts." And it's just interesting because you had the Democrats accusing Republicans of Russia collusion, and now we have, what appears to be Twitter taking it among themselves to, support Democrats in this.
It's really sad. I mean, I think it underscores the fact that social media is positive, but it also has some ways that can be used for nefarious purposes. I want to highlight something interesting. This is not the first time that we've seen a technology or social media company, unfortunately, silence or censor conservative voices. Facebook had this problem last year when we found out that a former staffer admitted staff would suppress conservative trending topics, things like CPAC, which is kind of the gathering, the conservative nerd prom, so to speak. And so this is not the first time we're seeing this. The question is, how do we ensure that it doesn't continue? These platforms, which are so powerful, should be a neutral place for people to share their ideas.
How do we do that? Because as you just said, we already knew that this was happening. It's already been spoken about in terms of Facebook admitting doing certain things. And now we have Twitter. Another example is shutting down certain people's accounts while allowing others to continue.
Well, you're going to have Congress who are going to say, well, let's pass some legislation. I'd be careful about Congress being able to determine to be the police, the speech police online. I think these companies can continue to try their best to police their internal workings, but I think they have to consider the people that are a part of their offices. I mean, are their staff just people who lean toward a certain political side, or are they really inclusive of political philosophies that are Republican, that are libertarian, that are conservative?
Yeah.
And I think that's what I would like to see more of.
All right. Thank you so much, Patricia. We appreciate having you with us this morning. Have a great weekend.
You too.
All right. And we will be right back, so stick around.